Realization. There's something you already know. You don't need new information. You don't need another book, another podcast, another framework. The thing you've been circling for the last 6 months, you already know what it is. You just haven't said it out loud yet. This is Foresight, and today we're going to talk about realization, because that's where foresight begins. Most of the women I work with have been through 3 or 4 realizations they paid full price for. By the time they finally said the thing about the marriage, about the job, about the friend, about themselves, they already lost years. My job today isn't to give you new insight. It's to help you close the gap between what your body already knows and what your mouth is finally willing to say. The gap. There was always a gap, always. Between the first time you felt the thing was off and the day you finally admitted it, there's a stretch of time. For some women, it's weeks. For most, it's years. And that gap is expensive. It costs you energy. It costs you peace. It costs you a version of yourself who was paying attention before you taught her not to. You knew when your boss kept passing over your work but praising your great attitude. You knew when the partnership started feeling like a performance review. You knew when the friend's silence after your promotion told you everything you needed to know. You knew. You just weren't ready to do anything about it. So, you renamed it. You called it stress. You called it overthinking. You called it being too sensitive, because that's what you were trained to call it. Why we delay? Here's the truth nobody says out loud. We don't delay realization because we can't see it. We delay it because seeing requires moving. The minute you realize the job won't promote you no matter what you do, you have to decide. The moment you realize the relationship isn't going to deepen, you have to decide. The moment you realize the room you are auditioning for is never going to cast you, you have to decide. So, we stall. We tell ourselves, it's not that bad. We give it one more quarter, one more conversation, one more chance. That's not patience. That's avoidance dressed up as grace. The signals you talk yourself out of. Think about the last time you finally realized, the last thing you let yourself say out loud after months of pretending not to know. Now back up. Find the first signal. The first moment your gut told you. The first off feeling. The first time you noticed the pattern. The first time something didn't add up. There it was. It was always there. You already knew. The work isn't getting better at seeing. The work is getting honest faster. The cost? Let me name what late realization actually costs. Because it's not just time. It costs you, the woman who was paying attention. Every time you override your knowing, You teach yourself to trust your instincts less. After enough years of that, you don't recognize your own signals anymore. You trained yourself out of your own intelligence. That's the real price. Not the year you stayed too long. The woman you became while you were staying. One thing from my own life, I have realized things late. I have stayed in rooms after I knew the door I needed was somewhere else. I have explained away what my body was already screaming. What changed me wasn't getting smarter. It was getting tired of paying the cost. I started trusting the first signal, not the 10, not the 100. The first. That's foresight. That's what we're after. The conversion. Here's where realization becomes something useful. Every realization you've ever had carry data. The signals you missed. The reasons you stayed. The story you told yourself to keep things tolerable. That's not failure. That's a manual for next time. Take your last big realization and ask yourself 3 questions. What was the first signal? How long did I stay after I knew? What did I tell myself to keep staying? Those 3 questions, that's your blueprint. That's how you see it sooner next time. That's foresight. The directive. I'm going to close with 1 question. Not 3. Not a list. 1. What are you not realizing right now? Because realizing it would require you to move. Sit with that. You already know. This was Foresight. I'll see you next time.